Young and Restless recap. Claire serves Nikki drugged tea. Hello everyone, welcome back to my another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Victor informs Nick and Victoria at Newman Enterprises that he will stay in his chair and has no plans to move. He's hoping they'll cooperate with him. Nick acknowledges that his trick worked to expose Nate's actual motivations. He wants the family to move on amicably and move past it. Victoria claims that she won't find it that simple. He's not treating Nate fairly. Victor claims he is a betrayer. Victoria makes an argument. Victor and Nick insist that he is an opportunist who took advantage of Victor to acquire power. I guess she still feels something for him, Victor thinks. Victoria remarks that it appears he no longer has any faith in her. She doesn't need Nate, says Victor. He's not a good fit for her. Your selection of men has consistently seemed highly dubious to me. In order for her to concentrate on what matters, he wants her to get rid of Nate Hastings. Nick declares his commitment and his intention to return. Victoria gets a stern "How about you?" from Victor. Young and Restless shocker. The mastermind behind Nikki's kidnapping may be someone we know and loathe all too well. Adam and Nate argue at the club regarding his real motivations for Victor. Nate speculates that he still doesn't trust Adam and wonders if it worked out for him. You and I are not in the same boat, Adam informs him. Nate muses that he's also out of a job as his assistant. When Mamie shows up, she asks if she's disturbing anything. Adam says, "We're done," and turns to leave. What was that all about? Mamie asks Nate. As they sit, Nate tells Mamie that something unexpected happened to Newman. I made an effort to act sensibly toward Victor, his family, and the business. After falling prey to a deception, he was labeled a traitor and abandoned. Victor is vicious, Mamie murmurs. Nate believes she was correct about many things, including the fact that the Newmans will always defend their own, and he no longer wants any involvement. The good news, in Mamie's opinion, is that he can go back to Chancellor Winters, where he belongs. Jack quarrels with Ashley at the Abbott mansion over his intention to leak Tucker's information. Diane believes that at this point, they shouldn't turn against one another. Scoffs Ashley. Diane believes Ashley has a valid point. Ashley is adamant that Tucker will become enraged because he is no longer running McCall, has nothing left to lose. Jack wants him to know that they don't fear him. Tucker probably knows that Jack is afraid of him. Ashley counters. If he releases the data, it will demonstrate to him that he is wriggling and that someone needs to put him in his proper place. Ashley is capable of handling this. Please just give me a little more time, she begs. Diane thinks it wouldn't hurt to have a little more time. Jack responds, "Okay, it is dangerous for you to play with fire, and I don't want to see you burn." Ashley's not ready to admit defeat. After saying that, she leaves. Diane hopes that by telling Ashley about their plans to expose Tucker, Jack won't be upset with her. Jack isn't. Diane believes she might be correct about McCall, but Jack worries that he'll let his sister return to the lion's den. Diane begs him to give Ashley some time to see if she can extract any information from Tucker. Ashley shouldn't go near the guy for another reason. Jack acknowledges. I am worried that she will fall for him all over again. Sally and Chloe have a conversation about the redhead's business in society, which is off to a great start with Daniel's apartment. Sally came to the realization that you is a crucial component that her company is lacking. Without you, I don't want to do this. Flattered, Chloe thanks her for pointing out her incredible qualities. Would she be open to working with her again in the future? Sally asks. Chloe discloses that she recently left Marchetti because she and Summer don't get along. Sally queries whether she could gain from Summer's loss. Yes, Chloe exclaims. Yes, 100 times over. When Adam enters, they are both hugging. As he approaches the bar, he grins at Sally, who shows a flashback of them cuddling. Says Chloe, Sally, "Is everything all right?" Chloe inquires as to Adam, and Sally's exchange of looks. According to Sally, it's not a huge deal. Chloe insists, "Please tell me that things aren't starting up again between you and Adam," claiming that it was a loaded look full of emotion. Sally is adamant that isn't the case. She's confused. Chloe reminds her, she just got away from Nick. Sally asks when she plans to return to work with her and assures her that there is nothing to be concerned about. Chloe needs to wrap up business at Marchetti. They'll then work out an arrangement with her at Sally Spectre Designs. Sally chirps. She gives Adam a smile. Ashley and Abby give each other a hug at Crimson Lights. After they get excited about Thanksgiving, Abby inquires as to whether her mother has ever interacted with Tucker. Ash acknowledges that she contacted him to ask about his plans. Abby wants her mother to avoid him because she finds this to be bothersome. She admits that he might be more interested in Chancellor Winters than Javad, and that he is dating Mamie. Ashley remembers that when they were dating, he wanted to get Devon some company. It would please him and Mamie to remove Jill. They argue over whether he has given up on his resentment of Javad in order to prioritize his family. Ashley claims that dealing with Tucker is never that easy. They discuss Tucker's resentment of Jill for taking over Catherine's business. Ashley concurs that her company was never appropriate. Abby is concerned about Devon's reaction to this. All of this Mamie stuff has already upset him, and he truly doesn't trust anyone anymore. Ashley is still in shock that this. Abby fears that her mother will start seeing Tucker in a serious way once more. Ashley reaches out to comfort her. Victoria tells her father at Newman that she can't give up on the business, even though she is frustrated. She is determined not to let her diligent work go unrewarded. Victor is happy she turned around. Victor is cautioned by Victoria that he must regain her trust. He tells her that's a two-way street, that she is astute enough to recognize that this is her place makes him happy. Victoria issues a warning. You can count me out if Adam is offered a position of authority once more. Nick concurs that Adam isn't ready for a leadership position. Victor announces that Adam will stay on at Newman Enterprises and that he will be assigned to a key role. Even though he doesn't deserve it, sneers Victoria. You are siblings, is Victor's way of saying that he is tired of the hatred between the three of them. Nick is enraged by Adam's lack of brotherly devotion. It's not debatable, according to Victor. I'm tired of the three of you fighting with each other. I'll exert every effort to find a solution. Rely on it. Nikki asks Claire if she's ready at Newman Media and inquires about her aunt. She reminds her that she will have to plan her own return transportation. Claire tells her that her aunt is going to be overjoyed to meet her. Claire texts someone outside the office, telling them to get everything prepared. Nate informs Mamie at the club that he had a good meeting with Devon, who appears ready to give him another chance. Mamie feels that the family should all take a seat together. Nate believes he will have trouble returning to Chancellor Winters. Mamie says, I'm feeling really good about this, unfazed. Nikki arrives at her aunt's house with Claire. Nikki thinks it's a charming place. Claire assumes that her aunt is relaxing in her chair near the water. She picks up a note inviting them to stay for tea and explaining that she's at the doctor. According to Nikki, that will be right on. Nikki drinks the tea that Claire pours from a teapot, while Claire rambles on about how much her aunt loves the place and what a great place it was to grow up. Claire watches Nikki take another sip. She keeps talking about a dish she used to make and the block parties they used to have. As they chuckle, Nikki notices Claire hasn't touched her tea and inquires as to what kind they are sipping. Claire claims she doesn't drink a lot of tea. Nikki feels dizzy and unsteady all of a sudden. I feel really unwell all of a sudden. She knocks over her saucer and teacup. Get her some water, Claire offers. I really don't feel well at all. Nikki says, her eyes hazy. Claire says, it's all right. Everything will be in its proper place soon. What do you mean? Inquires Nikki. She stumbles when trying to stand up. I don't understand. What's taking place? Claire looks away. Missed today's episode? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Young and Restless 24, and stay with us. Manny would do. And